Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to install a battery maintainer. I'm using a Battery Tender brand. You'll want to use this for a car that's going to sit for a long time in your garage. Especially modern cars, they tend to draw a slow amount of electricity, and if you don't drive it very often, your battery's going to lose its charge and you'll get in the car and it won't start. This maintainer is designed to just have a very slow trickle charge to your battery. A little disclaimer, if your battery is totally dead, the maintainer will not charge it. That's by design. You can tell, like, if I touch these together, it's not dispensing electricity, because in order to start sending electricity, it needs to first detect a minimum state of charge in your battery. That's for safety. So don't send it back saying it's not working if you're trying to charge a fully dead battery. This is a maintainer, not a charger. With that said, first you want to identify the plus is positive or red and the black is negative. I like to put this on the screw, this clamp, because that seems to be the least likely to slip off. When I put it somewhere else, it might slip. So that's how I've been doing it, but you'll find what works for you. You put the black on second. So the light has changed from flashing red to solid red. That means that it is charging the battery. When it goes to green, that means that the battery is topped off. Now, this is sufficient, having these clamps on here, but as you can imagine, it's not the most secure way to do it. It's okay. But one of the limitations is you kind of just need to set it and leave it alone. You can't close the hood on most vehicles. If you want a quicker and maybe more secure way to do it, I'll show you that next. Now that these are on here, if you're ready to go, you're ready to start your car back up, you're going to have to come back out and disconnect the black wire first and then the red wire. The black is always the last one to go on when you're hooking it up, and it's always the first to come off when you're ready to go. Okay, so now I can just put this aside, and like I said, you don't need to be worried about touching it, because it's not going to send electricity unless it detects it's attached to a battery with a minimum amount of charge on it. Now that's a little bit awkward to do every time with these clamps. So if you notice, this comes with a quick disconnect. So the clamps are just at the end of this quick disconnect here. And the set comes with these permanently attachable leads. So it has a quick disconnect, and then you can actually bolt these on permanently for, a little more convenience, and also the ability to securely close your hood, or at least drop your hood while it's charging. Okay, to permanently attach those leads, first I'm going to disconnect the negative. You want to slip this off and tuck it out of the way, because anytime you're working with the electronics on your car, you don't want to have the negative attached, so that's for safety. Don't drop the bolt in your car. Ask me how I know. All right, I have the positive terminal attached. It's nice and crimped here, touching metal on metal to this terminal on the battery itself. Just make sure you're not crimping this wire against the battery. You don't want to be damaging the cord. So now we're ready to do the other side. Okay, so now they're both attached. Let's take our quick connect, test it out. And now the light has switched from flashing red on the wall to solid red because it's charging. This has a fuse here in case there would be a surge. And the trick now is, where do you want this to sit when you're driving your car around? Of course, you're going to have this sheath there in place to protect it from shorting out. This is something you're going to have to decide in your own car, but for me, I've got a little gap down here to pass it through. So for me, I can have it sitting right there and it'll close, the hood will close. I just tuck it like that when I'm not using it, and it doesn't interfere with the hood. And then when I'm ready to use it, I pull it out and I can plug it into the wall. That's all there is to it. So this is the more secure, more convenient way. You just have to disconnect your battery temporarily to install it the first time. Once you do, you're good to go. You're not worrying about those clamps anymore. Thanks for watching.